know what that is. Might be a halftime. I think that's what that is. Oh yeah, it's a seated. Alright guys, something big and round in this hole. Right there. Let's see what it is. Oh, no doubt. It's a cut real. Oh man, that's awesome. I can't believe it. Oh, it's the third piece out here today. Alright, that's awesome. I'm gonna keep going. Alright guys, now I know there's a house site down there in that corn. So I've been going in those rows. I'm getting closer to it with the pottery I'm finding on the ground. Only question is how well has it been detected before, because I know these fields have been detected before. Not heavily, but from time to time. But I'm gonna head back down in there and see what else I can find. Alright, here's the corn rows, but it's got something decent down in here. Here it is. Huh. I don't know what that is, but it's decorative. Alright, it's just a piece of something, but it's pretty cool looking. Alright guys, I'm working my way down these corn rows. It's not too bad either. A little shade, and nice and clear. And I think I got a fired musket ball. It's all mangled up, probably mangled by the plows. I think that's what that is. But hopefully I won't run into any children of the corn around here. Well, a little piece of brass down in that hole. Alright, down in that hole, looks like a buckshot. Or bucking ball, I'm not sure. Alright, on to the next. Wow guys, a lot of aluminum out here. At least this is not aluminum. It's like a little jeans rivet. May have some markings on it, so I may be able to tell what kind. Alright, down on that hole. Looks like a smashed pistol ball. Smashed on that side, rounded on that side. I'll take it. There's somebody driving around down there. I don't know if they're looking for me or not, but sometimes I see some of the other guys out here and they look for me. So, may run up on somebody in a minute. Alright guys, down in this hole, and I'm on the other side of the road, and look, there's a tack head. Alright guys, there's a brick, if you see the brick pieces all along here. And I started walking back in here. This is a piece of pottery right here, top of the ground. It's got a little pattern on it. I don't know how old that is, but it's like it's china. Porcelain, sorry, porcelain. It's a big chunk of iron there. Huh, I don't know what that is. It's really thick. Right down in that hole is an old piece of brass. Looks like it's got some design on it. Not sure what that could be. Maybe a piece of a buckle, I'm not positive though. Well, I got that piece of brass and I looked right over here and look. Piece of old black glass has been to a fire, it looks like. Alright, down on that hole is another old tack. Some say these are saddle tacks, but I believe they're furniture tacks, because I've been finding them in house sites. But they could be saddle tacks too. I'm sure they were made the same. But this is why. Look at that. It's a piece of pottery down in that hole with it. So it's definitely a house site right here. So I'm sure this has been, detected before, but I'm going to see what I can find. Matter of fact, over there on that side I see some brick. There's brick all around here. Alright, there's another sign. Big handmade brick out here in this field. I hear some thunder. Thunderstorm may be rolling in. Well, down that hole, another tack. Bigger one with a shank on. Alright guys, this is a good signal and I see it down in there. Might be something good. See it right there. Let's see what it is. Huh. Some kind of plate. Doesn't look like there's anything on there though. Well, down in that hole. Ooh, I dropped it. I think it's a pistol ball. Pretty decent size one. Still seeing a lot of brick stuff on the ground. Wow, right there. Big old chunk of pottery. Alright, in that hole, looks like a piece of a colonial buckle. It's got some decoration on the side of it. Alright, I'll clean it up and show you later. Alright, down there in that hole, looks like some kind of tool. Alright, this one was on top of the ground, and I've showed a lot of these, but this one's different. This is a tack. It's got the shank on it, but look at this. It's got gold gilt on there. I have never found one with a gold gilting on it. Alright guys, I plucked it out of the bottom, but I left it down in there. Looks like a musket ball or something. A nice dropped one too. Wow, it's got some great patina on that thing too. Well, it's got a ding on that side of it, so I don't know if it was dropped or not, but that's a nice musket ball. It's a big caliber one too, looks like. Alright, this is just a little piece of lead, but I'll just show you this. You can see the brick coming out of the hole, and pottery pieces come out of the hole. And it's got a little design on that piece right there, a little shell edge or something. It's just all out here. Alright guys, I see something round. Maybe one of those little shower curtain things or a crush washer. No, that's some kind of little key. Wow. And it's possible that silver was in the 80s. I thought it was a pull tab or one of those little shower curtain rings, or curtain rings, not shower curtain ring. Didn't have shower curtains way back. They had curtains, but anyway. Let me rub that off with a toothbrush. That looks very interesting. Some kind of something. Wow guys, that is an actual ring. Look. And it's got the stone still in it. And it's not a junk ring, I don't think, because it's got like etching on the side of it. Haha, that's awesome. I wanna be careful with it. I definitely don't wanna knock that stone loose before I get a chance to look at it. I have no idea how old that is. It's probably silver. Don't know what kind of stone that is, but that is a cool ring. And as wide as the band is, look like it'd be hard to wear. But that is definitely a ring. Alright, if there's any markings on it, or I find out exactly what it is, I'll show you. But I'll definitely show you a still picture. That's awesome. Wow guys, I don't know what this is, but there it is. Thought it was a little piece of aluminum at first, but I don't think it is. Almost looks like it's got a date on it right there, but I don't think so. I don't think that's a coin. It's smooth on that side, got decoration on that side, but that looks like a cool old artifact, but it's hard to tell. It might even be a piece of silver. I don't know. I'll check it out later. Let you know. Right there on top of the ground, some black glass. I usually pick it up and keep it. Get a bunch of shards of it. Guess one day I'll get tired of picking it up. Alright, well that wasn't deep at all. I don't know if you see it or not. Right there. It's a 3-ringer. So it's a Civil War bullet. Alright, got a little bit of everything out here today. Looks dropped. The base is in pretty bad shape. Alright, add that to the collection. Alright guys, I was going way that way. I moved back this way. I felt like I was coming out of the debris field as far as where this house site might have been. And I got something right here. piece of brass. Yep, it's got a it's a piece of brass with a rivet in it. Look at that. That's interesting. Alright guys, and that hole's a musket ball or a spindle whorl. I'm not sure yet. Oh, musket ball. That might be chewed. I fired one. Anyway, alright, I'll take it. It's awesome. Oh. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I got quite a few finds today. Nothing spectacular. Maybe that plate, but I'll have to clean it up and see what's on it. But way down there and then in is probably a house site. So I think if I keep going back and forth, I might find something decent. So maybe next time. But I'm going to get out of here for now. Alright everybody, hopefully I can make this a quick wrap up. Lots of targets out there, a lot of holes. This was one long hunt and a little short hunt together. So there's a lot of items. You can see in this little plastic container pieces of old brass, pieces of pottery shards, pieces of porcelain, pieces of, that's a lip off of an old glass bottle, old plantation, or colonial era. Rings, this particular ring, I don't know if that's a curtain ring or actually it's flat on the inside. Most of the little curtain rings I found aren't flat on the inside like that, so that could be some kind of men's band, but it's copper, or I guess, you know, brass. But anyway, and then on to some of the better finds. But you can see in this plastic container here, pieces of pewter, might be smashed musket ball, modern coins, more porcelain and pottery, and then you can see all these tack heads. So I don't know if those are saddle tack or furniture tacks, but they're in that house site, so I lean towards the furniture tacks, but I'm sure they were made the same. So one little jeans rivet it looks like. This, see how thick this is? There was some shelling out there during the Civil War, and I'm almost positive that you can see how it curves like this is a piece of a shell fragment. What kind, I have no idea, but it's too thick to be a cast iron pot or anything like that. So that's pretty neat. I might do electrolysis on that. This little piece here, saw me dig in the first part of the video, and then a second little piece. These two pieces actually go together right there, like that. So this is, there might be little small pieces of this out there everywhere, and it's silver. So it was real shiny coming out of the ground, and it looks just like the patina on the ring. And when I tested it, it tests silver, sterling. So that's the ring I found, which was pretty neat. But you can see how flat it is. That's why I thought it was, and the way the crown looks on it, that's why I thought it was some kind of key, because it was so flat. I wouldn't think a ring would be that flat, but it's a pretty neat ring. I already showed you still shots of it. Stone's still in it. And I got the prong back in there to keep the stone in. This was a pretty neat tack head here. This one actually has gold gilt on it. Hopefully you can see that. Yep, I've never found one like that before. So this, I guess, is a might be a saddle, piece of saddle brass. I'm not sure. It's a lot of things, little pieces of things that are pretty neat and are old. These I think are pieces of a buckle. This one right here, piece of another buckle. This is definitely a piece of a colonial buckle. You can see the design on it. Even got a 3-ringer mini ball. So, and you can see how much of that oxidation's on it. Chewed musket ball. Like a cow got a hold of it at one time or another. Flattened musket ball. You can see it's hit something on the side, and it's still rounded on that side. And this is a nice one here. It does look fire because it hit something right there, but it didn't damage it too much, so I like that. It'll actually display nice flat on that side, so that's pretty neat. So, a lot of targets out there, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you at the next hunt.